back, guys, to Brian's action figure reviews, and today I've got a brand new Transformers review for you guys. It is from the Transformers movie. It is from the studio series from the Transformers movie, the only Transformers movie from 1986. He was voiced by Wrek Gar pretty awesomely at the time. Who would have thought you'd have seen him in a Transformers movie? It is, of course, the leader of the junkions, Wrek Gar. And as you look at him, I can even hear him talking, Bawa Grana Weep Nini Bomb. I cannot speak as fast as him, so I'm not going to attempt it. So let's look at this figure up a bit closer. As you can see, that facial sculpt is incredible. It does say Transformers all along here. You got that awesome picture of Wrek Gar, 86, number 9. Studio series, Wrek Gar, Transformers the movie. On the side, you got him looking badass with that tash and that goatee that I'm still trying to grow all these years later. On the back, you got him in his bike mode and in his bot mode. It does say 22 steps, big screen, inspired, scale, detailed backdrop, and junkion dance party. Let's get him out of the box. So guys, here is Wrek Gar out of the packaging, and I have to say, he looks really, really awesome. This guy was a favourite of mine, obviously, as a kid, because of that. I can't even do the accent. But anyway, let's look at him here. He comes with this little weapon. You can get a nice little whee spin on it, that, and you can even feel the breeze of that. That's really cool. It's just his weapon. It doesn't really do anything in bike mode either. You've got the tires here. They spin like so. You can put those on either legs. You have 2 on the legs or 2 on the hands. Now, my only bugbear with this figure is it seems a bit loose at the waist here. This does come up. It's part of the transforming function and it's quite loose. It should probably peg. But then again, maybe it's just for you to get some bending room. I don't know. But it's really good. Let's look at that face sculpt. And he looks straight out of the movie. Absolutely brilliant. These do move. His little guns. His little titty cannons. As I've started to call them. Or, I don't know. Nipple lasers. Whatever you want to call them yourself. Come up with something funny and witty. I don't mind. I won't mind because I won't be there. But yeah. Why would I be in your house anyway? So, unless you invite me over for tea, that is. But that joke has died a death now. So let's look at his articulation. The head, you get a great range of movement. He can look up, but the glass of the bike is in the way. But if you turn it to the side, you can get a good looking up motion there. So he can look upwards to the side, but not straight on. So make sure you hit him full on from up high and he won't see you. Shoulders go with full rotation. They go out this much as well. It's great movement there. You have a bicep swivel that I'm going to fuck up if I keep messing here. That goes around. You get a single jointed elbow and wrists. You get a little bit of rotation on as well. As I said, this is can look up and go back like that as well, because that we use that to transform him. So that doesn't come. It's not really supposed to come out that far. You can pop them back in, like so. You do get waist rotation. Legs do go out. You can move the side carts for it to go out. You have a thigh swivel. This gets in the way though. You have a single jointed knee. You get ankle movement as well. Up and down. Left and right. Going on the wrong side you can't see. But yeah, you get a lot of articulation on this guy. A lot of good movement. You can get him into a lot of great poses. I think most of the reviewing in this guy is in the bike mode. He looks just incredible in this mode itself. He looks exactly like he should. Other than that, the transformation to the bike, which I did already, is not that bad. It's not that bad. It could have been a lot worse, but it's pretty straightforward once you know how to do it. Compared to some of the other ones I've done in the past, which have been completely nightmare fuel to do. Let's look at him next to some other bots. Here he is next to a deluxe Sunstreaker. And as I say, he's got the height there. Here he is next to another deluxe. This time Blur. He's quite taller than him as well. And here he is next to Leader Class Ultra Magnus. And you can really see a difference then. Ultra Magnus is a lot taller. This is a fantastical figure. I'm really happy to have gotten him. A lot of people will probably buy 2 of him because you can have him riding another version of himself like he does in the movie. They're basically clones. But I'm sure they will bring out a junkion on his own, just with a little difference, so you can buy another one like they did with Scourge. And this is a fantastic figure. Let's change him into bike mode. So after a straightforward enough transformation, I have Wrek Gar in bike mode, or in vehicle mode if you want to be funny about it. But straight away, I have to say, this guy looks incredible in bike mode. He even comes with 2 little kickstands back here, so he doesn't fall over. But he very much reminds me of a Honda Goldwing, if people remember those from the 1980s. There should be a picture popping up here if you don't. But I always really liked this character, and not because he was a bike, but because also he was voiced by Eric Idle, who is an awesome actor from back in those days as well. And yeah, I really like Wrek Gar. I think this figure is fantastic. The bike mode is absolutely brilliant. And I think the cool thing about this is if you've got 6-inch figures like G.I. Joes, or like, I think I say G.I. Joes because they were around the same time, that they can actually fit on Wrek Gar and they look realistic also. They fit quite well on Wrek Gar. And if I have one to hand, I can actually show you. Here is the recent Breaker, who himself came with a bike, the Ram Cycle, in the Classified collection, and boom, he sits perfect on Wrek Gar and looks really cool doing it. So let's have a look at the bike up close then, at all these little bits and pieces. So here we are at the front. The guns, of course, do move like in the front because they're from the chest. Wheels at the front spin quite freely, as you've been seeing. They do have the kickstands here. The wheel is a little bit more resistant at the back, but it does move, as you can see. At the front, you've got the clear plastic here. The handles go up and down. They don't move the wheels, unfortunately. If you're looking closely there, you can even see the clocks of the speedometer, the fuel tank. This would have been cool if it was a bit silver, but obviously, you know. Here you can see the engine looking really well. Underneath, you wouldn't know it was a robot unless we know, like, but there isn't anything to signify that this is actually a robot, which I love. You've got the side panels here that you open on an actual bike. You've got the exhaust here as well. This guy just looks cool. I love the spikes as well, sticking out from the side. And of course, you have this as well. That's his axe. Now, there should be a place for this really, but there isn't. But I found, like, leaving it back there does the job. And you got another little axe at the back for people to crash into. Now, I don't think that's accurate, but anyway, it's cool if you just don't want to be leaving it lying around. I'm sure there's someone in the comments can tell me exactly where it goes. Maybe back there. No, that doesn't work. But yeah, so this guy is absolutely brilliant, guys. He's my favorite Transformer from the Studio series so far, and that's saying a lot considering they gave me Grimlock, they gave me Hot Rod, they gave me Galvatron, all the big names really, but this guy is brilliant. It just oozes personality is what I would say. So if you haven't got Wrek Gar already, I'm even considering getting a second one. If you haven't gotten him already, pick this guy up, because once he's gone until they do the inevitable repaint of the junkions. But yeah, it's a really class Transformer. So I highly, highly recommend it. And that has been my review for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you will like, subscribe, and do all the nice things for my channel. And we will see you on the next one. And hope you have a great day and a great evening, whatever you decide to do. And we will see you in the next one, guys. Bye. Have a beautiful time.